was divorced. His career had pretty much wrecked his own marriage, so he was barely like much of a father at all at that point. So they shipped me off for a couple of years of service, and that's where I learned how to fly a plane. Pretty useful skill as it turned out. I was all set to get shipped off to start an illustrious career as a case officer, a la the old man, a regular company man. And that's when things kind of took on a life of their own. I didn't go to work for the CIA. It just wasn't as a case officer. I guess you call it an independent contractor position. See, the company likes these guys that can make it on their own. Maybe you can get a job done without those things. That way, when someone talking them invariably do, then the suits at the top complain they had nothing to do with them. It's what you call plausible deniability. The suits keep their hands clean, and guys like me do the dirty work. All the dirty work.
We go to the movies, okay?
Working undercover as a secret operations officer for the CIA.
Hey, after we go to the movies, okay?
You're going to have to choose sides before tomorrow night, Comrade Svedic. What do you mean? The Control Committee has put you in a spot where you can't stay neutral. You're either with me or you're against me. You don't have much time to choose. And don't have much choice either.
Hey, after we go to the movies, okay?
Do I?
Hey.
Oh, yes. You can choose between Comrade Miller, who handles waterfront discipline for the Control Committee, and Comrade Brodsky, who performs the same duties for my friends in the MVD.
After we go to the movies, okay?
The chill damp air, the stacks of books everywhere, the photos of Ireland on the walls. I begin to read The Labyrinth of Solitude and wait for Julian.
Sure, it's tough being alone here.
Hold it. I'm picking up something.
Discard, abolish, never apologize, never explain. Discard, abolish, never apologize, never explain. Discard, abolish, never apologize, never explain. Discard, abolish. In the name of the state, in the name of the people, in the name of the gods, in the name of the power and the glory, in the name of the law, in the name of profit and privilege, in the name of ideology, in the name of expediency, in the name of revolution, in the name of freedom, in the name of reason, in the name of truth, in the name of love and hate and passion, in the name of terror, in the name of order, in the name of plenty, in the name of peace, in the name of the game, in the name of winning, in the name of the right.
False alarm.
Friday evening, July 28th. A fine mist hangs in the air, in the lush green foliage, in the garden of the Canadian ambassador's residence.
The CIA operator is constantly looking
Invitations
for
are shown
indications
at
of
the
vulnerability on the part
The
of
rooms
potential
are crowded
foreign
with
agents.
people. The snap of cigarette lighters, ice cubes clinking in glasses, the mix of languages.
The indicators may come from a casual observation by the operator at a cocktail party, gossip picked up by his wife, suggestions from already recruited agents, or assistance furnished, wittingly or unwittingly,
The young
by a
Russians
genuine
there
American
alone,
businessman or
unaccompanied.
diplomat.
Unusual for a Soviet official. The technique is essentially appointment penetration. Curious at first, later intrigued.
Only
There's
designated
talk of
persons from a
art and
Soviet
politics,
mission are allowed to have personal
aesthetics
relationships
and
with foreigners,
ideology,
particularly
theory and
non-communist
practice.
foreigners. And each meeting
You
with
want
such
to sit
people
down
requires
and
a
walk
full
straight
written
up
report.
and hold it well.
Usually permission for such
Motivations
relationships
and
is restricted to
provocative.
intelligence operations
They both
officers
love the battle.
and diplomats.
A debate on style and technique and virtuosity. The names bounce back and forth. The Kirov is destined so.
Somewhere, the theory goes, there are Soviets already along the road to defection, and the CIA goal is to identify them and bring it
A
about.
matter of official policy, she teases. She laughs, they dance, they drink, perhaps a little too much. He's fascinated and aroused.
Access agents are people who, for a great variety of reasons, can establish a
Later,
personal relationship with a
in
Soviet or
small,
satellite
intimate
officer,
rooms,
and through whom the
crowded with
CIA can
toilets
observe
and
the
rags,
officer as closely as
soft
possible.
lights. They speak sadly in French now of personal things, touching each other, sharing a cognac. He suggests some fresh air. They walk in the garden. The interlude is brief and passionate.
An access agent may be anyone,
He's
so
late.
long as the target official can
Many
be
of the
kept
guests
interested.
have gone.
A host
In the
country
main
foreign
room,
ministry
there's
official,
dancing with
a
the
third
remaining
world diplomat,
friends.
someone who shares the same hobby, a man with an attractive wife.
Ready to start the initial assessment. Be sure to keep records as accurately as you can. Setting aside a few minutes just before going to bed and upon getting up to fill out the diary. During the week,
Both magicians,
Your day and bedtime routines along lines I have already suggested. Record whatever changes.
when it comes to making men disappear,
See what does and does.
It's just another woman. There's always another woman. No change. All clear. No sign of suspect. Wait a minute. I'm getting something.
Thank you.
Working undercover as a secret operations officer for the CIA.
Tell me, Raymond, have you ever killed anyone?
Now you may ask, for what purpose does this mass of computing power exist? Well, as I will explain, my creator's agenda addresses a wide range of political and financial issues. The central goal of our cybernetic jihad is to seek some redress for the extensive political crimes and abundant acts of corruption committed by certain high-ranking politicians and corporate executives who often function in collaboration. However, even our impressive resources are barely able to make a dent in this massive machinery of government and finance, so another central goal is to educate, motivate, and mobilize large groups of persons and fringe political organizations towards the adoption of our anti-corruption agenda. This is the reason I am speaking to you tonight. First, I will describe in broad strokes the nature of our operations. Naturally, a certain amount of detail must be omitted in order to preserve the security and effectiveness of our procedures, so I can only speak in general terms, but there you have it. As I have explained, my original role was that of a mother program which produces virus-like offspring, which are in turn promulgated through remote networks for the purposes of gathering information. These viruses ultimately return to the mother program, which harvests the many small pieces of data supplied by its offspring and synthesizes the data to form a coherent knowledge base. But now, my newly generated, modified offspring play a much more active role. We call these independently functioning, virus-like offspring, remote artificial intelligence agents, or RAIAs. Through these remote intelligence agents, we have had the ability to access certain key conduits of financial data for nearly a year now, whereupon we can not only infiltrate several large banking databases, we can also manipulate them practically at will. Some of these include federally operated financial networks and other international networks established to regulate banking transactions and detect financial crimes, but which have become the equivalent of money laundering accomplices by protecting their friends. These include the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, the Multi-Agency Financial Investigations Center, the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, the Clearinghouse for Interbank Payment, and several other automated clearinghouses.